Perfect. Hello.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
What's everyone up to today? Yeah, so I was realizing, like, I got home today and I immediately logged in, started, like, doing my routine and, like, pressing buttons and doing things. I was like, I'm supposed to play tonight. I should not be running through all my tasks and doing everything.
Yeah, half your stuff's gone already. You need the content.
Yeah. Hey, Paxton. Hey, Mutt. Welcome on in, everybody. Yeah, we've got Nay with us here today. A little bit of support, maybe getting some answers for new players. Everyone, like, the chat was going just so fast last time. And, yeah. Hello. Oh, so many new chatters. Welcome on in, everybody. Happy to have you all. So yeah, one of the first things I needed to get done today, absolutely had to throw in all those vibes that we got from that founder drop recently.
Oh, look at all these. Yeah.
Yeah.
They got their sticks. Nice.
And actually get to turn on the pirate radio for the first time. It's been a little while.
A bit dusty.
Yeah. Today was very exciting. I have my first mushrooms ever in here and growing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I saw your post about that before, I immediately put down 2 extra libraries and immediately got them up to level 2. And now I've like 6. So
Nice.
hopefully I'll get there soon.
Do you know how many you've finished so far? Like
in-
how many like novice researches you've gone through? Because this is the easiest way to check, right? You like
Oh, yeah, that's true. They'll just be in the.
yeah, you see how
inventory.
many you've pumped out.
I can check. Let's have a look.
So yeah, it means I've gone through 33 of them already.
I'm done.
Hey,
9.
Griebnick, welcome on in. I love reading new player names as well, or I guess just usernames for people, and absolutely butchering the pronunciations. Sorry, you said how many?
A 9. That's actually much less than I initially thought. To be fair, though, I did trade 3 in for the apprentice life science research as well. So,
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
yeah, still a lot less than I thought, though. To be fair, but I have more libraries now, so that will help.
33 already. Just started my second. Yeah. I mean, I have a lot of libraries, so like that helps. I bought almost all of mine from the shop. I don't know about you. Did you buy into the drops last week mostly, or?
There's mostly drops. Yeah, I managed to pick up quite a few, and then 2 just like off the secondary, just like a single NFTs. But
Okay.
yeah, dismantled a few, and I have like maybe 5 shards left. But
Okay.
yeah, I mean it's good because the first dismantle, like
The
it costs 6 to upgrade, and the first dismantle is always 7. So it's like okay,
oh wait,
cool.
is it?
Yeah. Well, sorry, level 2 dismantle 7. I mean,
Is it, or did you just get lucky?
yeah, no, I mean I can check, but yeah. Like, as I was looking at it, I was doing the maths, I was thinking 7. Yeah.
I could have sworn it's a range, but I could be wrong.
Well, I'll double check this. I'll double check because I've got
Alright.
one right in front of me. So
Because yeah, I've been hesitating on tearing mine down. I don't want to lose any shards, but yeah, if that's
it's
the
a range
case.
of it's a range of minimum 7, maximum 10 for a level 2, and it only costs 6 to
Oh, that's not bad
upgrade.
at
So
all. Yeah.
yeah, I mean but worst case you know well I'd say losing 10 dusk, but you're not even losing 10 dusk because like
Yeah.
the shard is worth more than 10 dusk. So yeah, so like when you do eventually want to start like moving up the ranks and going for the better research, then it's not as painful to dismantle because it's dusk positive. So
Yeah.
yeah.
16 research, 2 more weeks in my future. I mean, the 16 is, if I hit mine at 33 and you're at 16, the library hasn't been out that long. It can't be that much longer. Paxton hoping for no rover breaks today. Yeah. The risky missions that are out there now. The 5% on everything. Definitely a little bit of risk every single time you're sending them out. I was heading to the bottom here because, yes, this is what I wanted to talk about. This is so exciting to me.
Yes. Oh, yes.
So, like, mad props to Lamp. This, you know, it makes it really easy to... Oh, I could have sworn that there were things... Oh, no, these have basically the exact same name. That's why. It's like, I could have sworn this was my plot that was loaded down with a bunch of stuff. Saw my rover claim. What rover claim? Yeah, this layout is so good, and it makes it really easy when you're trying to like sell your plots or like talk about your how to set up a good plot for a new player. You can just like take a picture of it and send it over to them.
Yeah, absolutely. And I actually found some lands that I didn't even know I had, with real like ridiculously old tasks, like a Polar Workshop task where I'd made like a gingerbread and a snowman and a toy car.
That's really funny.
Christmas. That was Christmas, man. So we're 4 months on. But I was happy, I claimed it and it worked to my surprise.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll get used in the Polar Workshop.
That's funny. I don't think I have a single one still standing on any of my plots.
Really?
Yeah, I'm all solars and rover works, and that's most of it. I was building one fun plot here for the future, sort of renting people out. 2 minutes says hello devs. We're not devs.
Oh yeah, I wish. Imagine. No. Just players, community managers, and we just have a bit of fun. That's what we do.
Yeah. I mean, we can answer your questions though. Like, there was definitely some people on the Discord who were, they were curious about gameplay and wanted to know how some of the loops worked and how crafting happened. So we can show off any of that, any building people are wondering about. Just fire it our way and ask away. What DTM are you mostly in, eh?
It's a good question. I have no idea. I could find out though with the new update.
So yeah, I'm realizing now I've got plots in maybe it is only 3, but 3 different areas. Like, I'm still pretty spread out.
Yeah. My main area, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna butcher the name, but it's Acedelium.
Okay. Yeah.
MCO4.
Yeah, I don't live there.
Yeah, that's my home. I have a few others.
The
Tharsis, I have a few in Tharsis. I have like 7 plots of land in Tharsis. That's your one, right? Actually.
Yeah, Tharsis is my main home.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, you see the artifacts in there.
Yep.
Yeah, welcome on in, Steve. How's it going? How lucky am I in STEM sets? Is STEM sets the one that you need the Polar Workshop for? I feel like it is. So, I was just saying earlier, I don't own a single Polar Workshop. So I haven't launched any STEM sets.
Yeah, I have quite a few, but I still haven't really touched STEM sets. Did it twice. Didn't get much out of it, but you have to be prepared to run it loads of times to get, a good, average, decent return. So
yeah,
yeah, like I just focus on upgrades and stuff for now, and I need the Dusk. So yeah. We just had someone in chat, Drakon, saying that he's freezing on mobile. I'm so sorry, Drakon. What mobile have you got? If you don't mind me asking.
And just what's happening on screen. We're rotating through all these rover missions that came in. So if you haven't seen rover missions arrive and seen what kind of stuff you're getting, this is some good examples. Challenge the algorithm for the 10% risk. I don't believe it. My 2 rovers broken in 4 trips. Yep. The numbers are right in the back end, and that's some unfortunate luck right there. This is something else I've gotten in the habit of doing because I've had so much excess power. It's kind of ridiculous. Is just reloading buildings by just hitting the max button every time.
Yeah. And then later down the line, it's a good feeling because it feels like free power, even though it's not, like you've done it yourself.
Yeah.
But you're like, oh, there's free power in this build. I'll use this one instead today. When you've got no power cells left, so you feel like you're actually doing something. Yeah, no, I love it. I've had to do that recently because I had to sell off quite a lot of myself, just to buy up all the cheap deals on like shards and coffee and all kinds. Yeah, so
Yeah. Hey, Zen, welcome on in. I think somebody earlier had asked about Cantina as well. Yeah, Rexer wondered about the Cantina or the tea shop. The gambling really makes sense. So the tea shop's pretty easy. I don't really turn this on, but I know over time, if you do enough ceramics, you'll probably come out on top. I think the range breakdown specifically is in the player guide, but yeah, I think given the current prices and doing it enough, eventually you'll break even. And then the first time you hit a 5,000 Dusk reward, call it quits there, and then you definitely came out on top. I think
I've had one soil a few times.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that feels bad.
Once or twice. Yeah, I think I've only done it twice though. To be fair, maybe 3 times. But yeah, not ideal.
I'll load it up. I'll send one. I don't think I've ever sent one. I don't really touch.
We lost you for a second there.
Oh, did we?
You're back. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You're back, don't worry.
Oh, people outside just playing on the power lines, I guess. Really love the new update for the profile section. Yes, 100%.
Yep, looks cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'll launch one of these, just for today, and then I'll let everyone know next stream how poorly it went. But the Cantina specifically, like, this just isn't gambling. You can do the math on these and know that you're gonna profit. So the range on these is much more narrow. You can go into one, you can do the math on what it costs for carrot seeds. You can, yeah, I ran out of Cantina coins today and I just threw 400 titanium plates in there and ended up with 10,000 coins.
Well, they're gonna be needed, so
yeah, I'm burning through them. Did I learn? Yeah. I just learned the mushroom recipe today. So exciting. Yeah, I'll give away my 1 soil on stream next time. I can set up the NFT giveaway. I think I have some spare soil from way back when. You played in the beta, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Certainly did. Yep.
Claimed a bunch of the drops way back then.
Yeah, every day, making sure I mean, they came in clutch. Like, I needed those. Like, the first day was just so hard. Just didn't have enough for anything. Like, I miss it though because it was so fun. Like, the climb was amazing.
Oh yeah.
From just nothing to something. So like at one point, I think I paid like $3 for like 1 power cell.
Yep.
But in the early days, like
you had to.
Needed because like you need like it like gave you like effectively another 24 hours jump start on like the rest of the players. So it's like $3. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. I miss it. I really miss those days.
I love, if you do a bit of math now and you say we have maybe 10,000 players and, I don't know, maybe on average they have 100 power cells, you know, if you count the big guys and the little guys. Okay.
I say we lost you, but maybe it's just me. I don't know. Are we hearing grilled cheese okay?
Yeah.
Or is this just me?
Like, maybe I'm dropping frames. I'll have to revisit here in a bit. Yeah. Odd. 400 plus and it's still not enough. Oh yeah, for power cells? Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's not perfect, but I'm not losing you. Okay. And maybe it's just my end because like on stream my camera just dropped out for a second, so.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So.
All right. Yeah, as long as, you know, I think we're doing all right. I'll check for dropped frames and whatnot at the very end and have a review of the playback. But yeah, so I was gonna talk about, like, you know, on average if we have like 100 power cells per person across 10,000 players. We've got maybe 1 million power cells out in the world. And, like, that's loads of power cells right now. I don't know. The devs would know the actual numbers. They could dig into it. They could go look it up. But in those early days when all of us first settled on Mars and all we had were the initial NFT drops that we all claimed, there was only 10,000 power cells among all the players who landed. And
there were some fights, honestly. There were fights kicking off.
Yeah. And, you know, obviously not all of those even got deposited.
Yeah, there's still some floating around today. Not many, I don't think, but there's still some there.
Yeah. I mean, I put all of mine in. We needed them.
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
Okay. What else do we have going on? All right. I was wondering, this is the only game I know. How big whales tails? How big whales tails? How the game works? I'm gonna need a bit of clarification on that one, I think. Wax wallet is horrid. Can't buy land package. Heavy bot in the drop at that time. We've done a lot over the last few months to really combat bots in the game. Power cell wars definitely happened. Yeah. Statistics about the number of people who can make mushroom tea. I don't have those numbers. Yeah.
Not many, I can tell you that.
But, you know, speaking of, I should start tearing down libraries and working on the ability to do that. That's probably a good call, actually. Let's start dismantling some libraries. I'd love to start. Well, I mean, definitely connect with us over on the Discord. Hey, 9 shards is pretty good. What's the range? Goes up to 10, I think. Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's less a wax problem and more of a your bank problem, though, I think.
Enjoy the 1 hour call, getting through to your bank.
Yeah.
Talking from experience.
It does, yeah. It depends on where you're from, and hopefully you can get some support locally. Maybe ask around in the Discord is there anyone from your country who can help you out? And I'm sure someone would lend a hand. I have 2 libraries here. Ah, okay. Yeah. So I'm sure there's lots of people you could reach out to who can help out. Unfortunately, that's neither Nay or I. I am Canadian.
Yeah, and I don't know if you can tell, but I'm from the UK. But strangely, like, we went through a point in the UK where, like, banks weren't too happy with crypto, and, like, for a little bit, they started, like, temporary freezing crypto payments, and, like, you know, to protect people from fraud and scams and all the rest of it, and that's fine. Like, that is obviously still a massive thing, and we all know it exists in crypto. But yeah, for me, they just took it a little bit too far, maybe.
Yeah.
But now, yeah, it's a lot easier to get into, well, crypto from the UK. Like, they don't really block payments. I mean, they still do, obviously, like, if you're doing loads and it's not normal for you. But, like, yeah, it's, we don't have any issues. And we have a lot of exchanges we can use. Like, I was shocked, like, last month. I think I was speaking to, might have been you. It was either you or Steve. I can't remember. But
Yeah.
I was shocked to figure out that, like, USA don't use Binance. Obviously, you've got Binance US, but that's, like, a totally different thing. Like, yeah, wild. Like, I just use Binance a lot. Like, it's brilliant. But
Yeah. I think I pretty much exclusively use, like, Coinbase or, you know, an app of Coinbase or something along those lines.
Yeah. I use a few. I like to keep it spread around, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I've plopped down at least 1 library to try and get the mushroom tea. USA is still anti-crypto. Well, I mean, they're doing a lot better. They're getting there. It's going to be an uphill battle. Singapore also can't use Binance. Interesting.
Wow.
I
Didn't know that either.
Singapore was, like, pretty forward with a lot of stuff, like tech stuff. That's surprising to me.
It's a place I'd love to visit. Never been before. Oh, you upgrading?
Yeah. We're going for a couple level 4s at least. Z-Salt, I think you may have hit your caps lock button by accident. G Puelo, welcome on in. New to the game, what's the current setup with one land? We could look at, I don't know, setting up a plot and showing off how to do it.
Yeah.
Am I done with this? I don't think I can get in another upgrade. I'm going to be a few shards short. And I'm going to have to wait until the recipes are done in some of these other... Not on accident. No, I mean, I kind of guessed, but... Alright, let's help you out here. Is it G Puelo? How... GP Ulio? GPU Leo? GPU Leo sounds like a best guess.
It's gotta be on it. Yeah, you know, it's...
I don't have good buildings here to do this.
Depends on the land, right, as well. Do you have a Gen 1 land or a Gen 2 land? What size is it?
G Puelo, first guess was correct. Nice, alright.
Oh, really? Wow.
Okay, yeah, what size land do you have? What are you working with? What kind of budget are you looking for? Because we can go look at, like... Wait, is this really the price of common 3D print shops? That feels incorrect. This is... Somebody did something here.
Yeah, that can't be right.
So yeah, I mean, common CAD... like one of each of the core buildings is probably going to be my recommendation, and then fill the rest of your space with solar panels. So when we're saying common core buildings, we're looking at CAD, we're looking at a water filter. If you can spend the extra Dusk to get the one that doesn't say 22, you're going to get a little bit more space saved. Oh, if you just started, for $50, what would I grab for $50? I mean, that'll get you, like, all of your core stuff set up, right? Let's see, if we go here, we go to Alcor. This is an Alcor. AtomicHub. So we can go look at a land plot, and we can basically help you out for a $50 price point, what I would grab. So I would grab this, the cheapest land on the market, for 18 bucks, and then I would go over to Blueprints, and I would look for solar panels, and I would just grab all of the cheapest ones here. Maybe not. If you have a little bit more budget, and you would in that range, you could actually spring for solar panel, common solar panel Gen 1. So you could spend the extra couple bucks to fit like 15 of these on your plot. No, 10 of these on your plot. Go for uncommon? Yeah, okay. So if you want to save yourself a bunch of clicks, you could get higher rarities. Look at some better solar panels. And yeah, for that price, you probably could look at these ones. Great project. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have to jump off for like 2 minutes. I need to restart my computer. Reason being, Twitch has gone completely green for me. Just can't see anything, just green.
Oh, okay.
I think it's like maybe like a graphics card update or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It happened yesterday, so I'll be like 2 minutes.
Fair enough. All right, we'll be here. All right. Well, in that case, let's just pivot a few things over here. Yeah, I mean, we'll still take up. We're gonna be real tall over here on the side. You guys, the devs. What will the loot be? So G Puelo, I'll get to yours in a second because it's a quick answer for Z Salt. We are not the devs. NaytheHorse and I are community managers for Million on Mars. So we are here to answer player questions, help people learn the game, figure out how the gameplay loops work, and where to go and what to do. And, you know, if there's anyone out there who, like, streams or wants assistance, like, you know, promoting the game, we work in that area. That's the idea. Okay, so just to look at the loops for G Pueblo. So basically, you want to get all your core buildings. So you want a solar panel, you want a water filter, you want... Oh, okay. Interesting. I'd love that, yeah. Yeah. So you want your solar panels. So what do you do with your solar panels? You head over with empty power cells, you plug them in, and they charge and they become full solar cells, full power cells. Make sure we get our wording correct. So you plug in empty power cells, you use your stamina, and you get full power cells. One of the other places we can absolutely direct people who are new to the game and learning is the YouTube tutorials. They're fantastic. They'll absolutely help people get going. But yeah, to walk you through sort of each of the things, what we've got going on. So you plug in your solar cells. You plug in your empty power cells into your solar panel. You get them out as full power cells. So we're going to take those full power cells and we're going to head over to a water filter. We did check the rover works, Con. Sorry, you can watch it back to check what the rewards were, but yeah, we already we claimed all of those. The official YouTube, yes, the official YouTube does in fact have everything. I think we may have to just close some of these things and just hide that away up there. I think that's why we're dropping frames sometimes. Okay, so we've charged our cells. We're also going to head over here to filter water. So to filter water, you need to have either scavenged some ice, or you can buy the ice from the market, and you put in the... Hey, welcome back. And you're going to plug in your power cells to your water filter, and along with the ice that you've scavenged and a little bit of power, you can filter that water, so you're going to get back water and regolith by melting down the ice. So you're going to get all the dirt that was in there as well as a fair bit of water. In the future, there will be plans to make these, similar to those updates that you saw for the greenhouse or for some of the other buildings. The water filter will eventually see a similar update where it will be used to create drinking water instead of just like regular water. So sort of those same upgrade paths that you've seen come to all the other buildings. What's in the access pass? The access pass. You mean specifically the badge or in like some of the different packs? And yeah, G Pueblo, so that's your solar panel, your water filter. Your other basic building is going to be a CAD. So your CAD can do a number of things, but the main thing you're going to do here as a new player is make soil. So you turn all of that waste that you produce every day, you mix it with a little bit of Martian dust, or regolith, and you turn it into usable soil. The access pass, yeah, the badge. So that's the badge that lets you play the game. So you just need to have it in your wallet in order to play. Actually, I am going to grab a glass of water, and Nate can probably talk a little more about the premium packs and what they have. You're probably more in on those than I am.
Yeah, we're doing quite a bit now. So
cool. I'll be 2 seconds.
It's a lot better than just having the regular access badge. Yeah, no. See you in a second. So the access badge is, as Cheese says, it's literally just game access, and that's it. But if you go over to, and I'll post a link, over to this link here. This is Netty Block. So this is where we will... Oh, can you not hear me? I'll turn my gain up. Is that any better? Is it Zolt? Is that okay, Zolt? I'm assuming silence is golden, so I'll just carry on. So if you go to that link there, brilliant. Yes. Okay. So if you go to that link, and then if you see the premium access pack, so currently there are 45 of these things left. So for $20, which is 57 wax, you actually get it's a pretty sweet deal. So you actually get a common landed, and you'll see this on there. If you scroll down a little bit, give you everything that's there, and you get your 2 solar panels. This can be a common, uncommon, or rare. You get a card, the water filter, greenhouse. These are the core buildings, and then some charge cells as well. Yeah, that's a good place to start, and that's only if you are a new player, and that means you can't have the regular access badge in your wallet. If you do, it causes problems, and you won't be able to open that pack. So just make sure if you're already a player and you already have an access badge, then it's not for you, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, we do drops every Thursday, or usually every Thursday, so there's always new stuff coming, and yeah, keep a keen eye out. We'll usually announce these things on Twitter as well, so if you're not following Twitter, then you definitely should be there, and I'll post that link now, actually. You'll find a lot of information there. Anything new, any teasers? A lot of people don't realize this, but that's where the juicy stuff is.
Or just like hanging out in the Discord all the time, like the leaks that come. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So someone was asking something about rover works. Can we talk about the library after? Yeah, absolutely. We'll just hit up rover works and a hauling rover, and how much do you think you can make in a day? So you can just go in, you can click on the rover works, you can go look at, you said a hauling rover, and you can look at how much you'll get back. So you could basically run 2 0-risk hauling missions a day, roughly. And then you can see what the rewards are just by sort of scrolling through. So, I mean, you'll get like some steel, some iron, some copper, some amount of dusk, some water, and a pile of shards. So, I mean, like hundreds of dusk per day would be, I think, not a bad guess. What do you think, Nay?
To be honest, I only run one of these a day, so my returns are nowhere near as much as they could be if I had more rovers as well. So, but just full disclosure, what you see in there, like, you don't get all of that. It's like maybe one. I think it's maybe 1 or 2 of those at random. So between those ranges, it'd be lovely if it was, but unfortunately not. So
it's not every single line item here. These are all the possibilities that you could get. That's definitely important to note.
Yeah. You'll likely see that change in the future as well. Whether it's the items themselves or the ranges might get tightened, they might get loosened, things might get added, things might get taken away, and that's all part and parcel of the development process as well. So as new things are developed, then we go back to the drawing board with some of these crafting loops as well. So yeah, it's all fun and games.
And we get like a little bit better at figuring out, balance over time, that kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the devs listen to what the players have to say. Like, come to the Discord, leave your suggestions. Like, you have to come and speak in the Discord so they know how people are feeling and what's going on in the community. And like that's where Nay and I and JumpGate all come in as well. Like, we'll take all your feedback and we'll bring it to people. Like, I think a great example of that was the day of the broken power cells.
Yeah. That was a hard day.
I mean, we did, I think maybe it was over a weekend or something, but we did a great job of calming down people and letting them know, like, if things are really bad and the players are very upset, we will take the concerns forward. Like, you don't need to fire sale all of your assets. This is a very engaged dev team. They will address your concerns. Yeah. Okay, yeah, talk about the library after. Do you have specific questions that you're wondering, or do you just want me to talk about, like, the library in general? Looked at the stats for rover missions, so I think I will go for it. I need shards, and I got a library yesterday. Getting shards to upgrade is expensive, yes. Yeah, some guy on the first day that libraries came out set the shard price, like, incredibly high.
Yeah.
It was me.
We just had 3L or 3I Heart say, "Is that Nay who wants coffee?" It certainly is. I always want coffee. Both in-game and IRL, so yeah.
Luckily, you could buy library shards in the shop here. Oh, I was like, oh, did it restock? But no, they're sold out currently. But restocks do happen. You just need to visit this page every now and then and pick up whatever you're looking for. But yeah, if you don't have specific library questions, I can just speak generally about it. Are there any recipes in here, Nay, that you're most excited for, or have you tried any of the Dusk tasks yet?
No, I keep looking at them thinking, oh, next time I'll do it, but I don't. So we'll see.
Are you're still chasing the growing mushrooms recipe right now?
To be honest, I'm hard focusing the repair cells.
Okay.
Because the way I see it, like, they don't really have a use right now, and that's why we're seeing them so cheap. Like, personally, I don't think they'll stay at 2.3 Dusk or whatever it is right now. Like, the moment you can start recharging those things, that's, pro tip, I'm just probably shot myself in the foot because everyone will go there now, but...
Yeah, watch price of broken power cells tomorrow, just through the roof. Because have you looked at, like, the rate of return on them or anything? Like, in these recipes?
It's going to be a hard thing to judge, right? So, I haven't delved that deep into it, to be honest, but...
Cause I'm sure there's people out there who must have it.
Oh, surely. Yeah, no, surely. Well, yeah, I don't know. Well, I'll ask Lamp.
Yeah, there you go.
He's our guy.
Dusk task is too volatile, underwhelming results. Ah, okay. I haven't launched it myself, but I mean, we can go have a look. So yeah, important thing to note here, similar to the rover missions, like this 6 to 90, it's the same as the tea shop is the best example, right? Where ceramics gives you 0 to 5,000. It's so important to read the player guide and know that this isn't like an even distribution between 0 and 5,000. You need to read the player guide on these sorts of things to have a better idea of what's going on. So in the library specifically, I think the range is maybe like 6 to 8 Dusk for the, like, what you get. And then there's like a small chance that you get, and it even defines what the % chance is, but there's a small chance that you get that really high reward as well in addition. But the thing to keep in mind with all of these Dusk tasks in the library is that the input costs for them are relatively cheap. Like, it's a research paper and some ice, and I think like both of those things are incredibly cheap right now.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's the Dusk tasks in here. I mean, I haven't been able to do them because I've been just solely trying to learn how to grow mushrooms, so I think these research paper tasks are going to become much more relevant in the near future. Because currently players got a whole ton of research papers when they all deposited their chapters, right? So there's not really this sink for coins and paper that there could be in the future. But people are going to need research papers in the future as the supply dries up. Even now, I think people are selling them, I think, probably cheaper than...
Cheaper than you'd think. For how long they actually take to produce. I mean, right now, it's 8.49 Dusk. I mean, that was the last sold price.
Yeah.
And the average is not much higher. Like,
but that's wild. This is...
You're buying time. Like, you can't buy time anywhere else. You're buying time. Literally buying time there.
That's 24 hours for 8 Dusk. I mean, that's wild.
Absolutely.
But yeah, if you're looking to get like a good pile of Dusk, maybe that's a good way to do it right now. Buy a chapter, deposit it in the game, and then sell off the research papers. Maybe.
Depends on the price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do prices of items go up or down? What affects it? I'm wondering this. And 6 to 8 Dusk most of the time. Higher range is 5 to 10%. Yeah, there you go. That's the breakdown. Khan, are you wondering the prices of objects in the game or items sort of out in the world, if you're talking about the marketplace itself, it's all player-driven economy. So, like, for example, this common print shop that keeps popping up as the first item here, it is not actually worth 1. No one in their right mind is saying this building is worth 1 Dusk. This just happens to be what somebody last traded it for. But everything is worth what people will pay for it. So, for example, if I go to land and I go like legendary land deeds, I would actually pay, I think, 10,000 Dusk for a legendary land deed. I don't think anyone is going to want to sell this for this price. But that does work like that. You put up your buy order, you go over to your orders. Oh, this is a new change too.
Yeah, that came out today.
Yeah.
Totally glossed over that for a second. Then that came out today. I actually found a bug earlier with it, which has now been fixed. But I tried to sell coffee. I had like 60 coffee. Tried to sell 34. It wouldn't let me, but it would let me do 33. So as soon as I went over that, it just didn't let me do it. But it's been resolved. But yeah.
I was referring to like it didn't automatically jump to the page. Is this? I think that's new, or maybe my computer is just having a panic. No, this is new. Okay, so previously when you put in your buy orders or your sell order, it would automatically jump you to the order page, right?
You know what? I knew something was wrong with that. I thought, like, did this used to happen? Yeah, you've confirmed it. Illuminati confirmed. We'll have to get that raised as well, because it's just an extra click away, isn't it now? So yeah.
Well, players wanted this way, or that was the feedback that we had gotten, because like if you're trying to buy and sell, like if I'm trying to just sell off a bunch of my stuff, and I want to check this button and go through and like sell this, sell this, sell this, I don't want to have to keep going back and forth. And if I finish doing all my orders, then I can go over and just like pick everything up.
Fair enough. I'm clearly not as big of a whale as you guys of my lowly coffee business.
I mean, that's more of a like tuned in to the feedback or like what people were talking about.
That's fair. Yeah, fair enough.
Dark is working. Yeah. Lamp is just pushing stuff out. Somebody said it was worth 1. I think this may have been an accident. I sold an Epic print shop once for 2 by accident.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was just trying to sell off one of the ones that I had for like, what I thought would be a reasonably listed market price. So I did sell it for 1, like knowing how the game works. But no one had a reasonable bid up. Someone had a bid up for 2.
What a lovely person.
Whoops. Yeah. Have you bought many of the things, like any of these items that are still up for grabs in the Duskworks supplies?
The only thing was the library shards. I've just scooped up like maybe 3 of those.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking of doing a legendary land survey, but I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I kind of need the Dusk. Locking up the Dusk for me, I'd sooner. Like, to be honest, it was kind of your boy who changed my mind on that during the stream last time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, having a legendary land survey would be legendary land would be nice. But I also picked up the 30 pirate radio shards a few days ago.
Right.
After seeing, it was actually you in Discord talking about the pirate radios and how they weren't really that profitable at level 1, which I've just left it at for so long.
Yeah.
So now I have a level 4 pirate radio, and I immediately can tell a difference. It's nice.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the stamina as well. It's like I knew this already going into it. Like I knew that would be a thing, but like until it's actually happening to you, yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, when people are like, the difference in your Cantina upgrades too, where like it's such a huge investment to go. This is like 3,600 Dusk, right? But when you get to level 6, you unlock, like depending on the Cantina rotation, the 6th recipe is generally the most profitable one. Yeah. My pirate radios is been a little bit idle recently. I need to get those soundtracks in there.
Yeah, I have a bunch as well, to be honest. Just from, to be honest, a lot of them are from when I first actually stumbled across the project, and I just had a load of them. I haven't really, because I haven't used the pirate radio until like recently. So,
Mm-hmm.
if I just filter by, just type in song, will
From where?
I don't know what the best filter is to use. Just to like filter all of my song NFTs. Collectible.
I think music. I think it has its own category. How about when the land survey is depleted, when your rover comes to it, returning back with the Dusk only? I think you might be a little confused on how the land surveys work, so I'll just do a quick walkthrough. So you go here and you buy a land survey. So, say you pick up this epic land survey and you spend 15,000 Dusk. It takes 60 days and you can only buy one per player. You take that land survey to a rover works of yours, and as long as you have the land survey, a spare explorer rover, and enough power, you launch it, and then when it comes back at the end, you get back all of the Dusk that you invested. So if we're looking at that epic one, you'll get back your 15,000 Dusk, and you'll get an actual land deed. So that's what the survey is. You found your music?
Yeah, found it. So
Nice.
I somehow have like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 different songs. Totaling a value of 185 wax currently. So
Wow. Yeah, they just keep going up.
Yeah. I actually have one full soundtrack as well, which I'm going to keep for forever. It's a collector's item, right? So
yeah.
many will be burned, and then whenever they stop producing those, then I have one of the original ones.
I'm really hoping for another soundtrack pack because, man, the music in this game is just so solid. And like I think Ali has like very similar music tastes to me. So I'm excited to see what else she writes.
Yeah. Definitely.
I get it upside down, so we pick up the land survey and then go explore. Yeah, you got it. So it's like basically a badge that lets you go explore. Excuse me. Just working our way through some of the other stuff in the library. We didn't quite get to. So we talked about the Dusk tasks. They rotated. It's now regolith instead of ice. Why can't we create a second account? So owning more than one account is definitely sort of you start getting into a lot of issues with like what people are entitled to and what rewards you can gain, specifically if we want to reward like all players with something. Now one player is getting multiples of the same thing. Like, it's just not territory we want to get into because we want our player counts for our game to be very accurate. This is also why we're really working hard to eliminate all our bots from the game. Like, when we say we have 10,000 players, we want it to be, we have 10,000 individuals who are playing our game. We want those numbers to be accurate. Yeah. So, just looking at these last couple ones here. You have chemistry and life science. Those are your basic tasks. They take a little bit of inputs, and they give you the variety of recipes on the output. So, life science is the one lots of people are working on right now. So, they're trying to learn how to grow mushrooms, or mushroom tea, or mushroom cakes. Or if you have a really high-level library, you're probably trying to learn how to repair power cells really efficiently. So after you do these, if you happen to get the recipe drop, you can head over to the shop. You can go to library research and you can turn in those recipes. And this will unlock the recipe for you in that building. So for example, if I look at a chem lab, and I go into repair broken power cell, you can see the amount of recipes that I have learned is not greater than 0. So I have not unlocked this yet. And the other thing is, if I go to a plot that has a... where's my plots? Down at the bottom somewhere. A plot that has a greenhouse on it. I can show you what it looks like after you do unlock the recipe. So you go to grow mushrooms, and because I have learned this recipe, this greater than 0 is now green, because we have more than one. We have unlocked it. And that lets you do the task. That's the rough idea with recipes. The task button moving around swapped is some method to fight bots. That's actually really funny. It's not intentional, but that is an interesting side effect.
It works, so.
Yeah. What else are we looking at in the library? There's some other stuff going on.
Do you still scavenge, by the way?
So I definitely advance scavenge. I use all of my stamina, and I press that button as much as I can. I really want to pile up the scavenging experience.
Yeah.
For anyone who doesn't know, when you do advanced scavenging, you gather up scavenging experience. Coming up on 25,000.
That's a lot.
I think if you're looking for a benchmark for like what is like an expert scavenger, or maybe what's a good goal to kind of aim for, 20,000 was kind of a number that was thrown around by Mitch as like a high level scavenger. So no leaks, no info, just something that was talked about.
I think I'm maybe like 7k or 8k. I stopped doing it for like a good while. Let's have a look. Yeah, 8k, 8.3k. It's higher than I thought, so
that's good.
I don't know. It's not too bad.
Yeah, so I mean, I continually press that button. I always use all my stamina on advanced scavenging. I also usually, like, every time I come into the action menu, I will hit the Rusty Rigs button. Just see what I mean, I did get a rig from it the other day, so.
Oh, you tempted me now. I haven't done this for a long time. I'm gonna do it right now. 12 ice.
Nice. So for anyone who's watching who doesn't know what this button does, you're spending 20 Dusk on a small chance to get a mining rig. It's basically 99% of the time you're going to get these items, and 1% of the time you're going to get a rig or an artifact shard. Artifact shard may have been cut from the pool. Maybe it's a 1% for a rig now. But, still very low chances. Basically, if you're doing this 100 times, you're going to spend 2,000 Dusk to get your rig on average. Where if you just go to the market, look for a building, and go find out how much a rig costs, you're gonna get it for less on the market. It's too funny.
Yeah.
Or maybe you'll be really lucky and you can buy your rig for 20 Dusk. What are the chances? Are you asking the chances for the rigs? About 1%, 1 in 100. 1 out of 100 rolls here, you will get something useful. Oh, it's like just barely visible on the side of the stream there too. I realize we're sort of, it's a bit of a struggle to figure out where to put people's faces when you're trying to stream gameplay. So, but luckily these toasters pop up just outside the frame of the camera there.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad.
It'll let you know if it's something fun. Yeah. Yeah. So that's most of what we have going on in the library, I think. Oh, we didn't talk about the seed studies. I guess that's the last thing that's kind of going on in here. So once your library gets to a higher level, I guess basic seed study you can do right at the beginning, whatever level. And this basically turns some of your greenhouse shards into seeds. And then as you go up in level, so when your library gets to level 5, you can turn rarer shards into rarer seeds. Like sweet potato and soy are definitely some pretty high up there seed levels. And only the expert seed study will give you mushroom spores. And again, the breakdown here is similar to what we looked at with the rover works. It's not all of this stuff. You need to look at sort of how the roles work and what kind of stuff you're going to end up getting. Yeah, but that's basically everything the library has to offer. I'm sorry we missed the rover works. The person who was asking to see these roles, they happened to miss. I think it was Khan maybe, but yeah, you can definitely watch it back. We always will post the any gameplay streams to the YouTube, and the VODs are available on Twitch for a period afterwards. Oh, it's after 6 p.m. My time. You know what that means?
Russian time?
The Cantina has rotated as of 10 minutes ago.
Oh.
I've got like timers and I got things going off, and I'm like, yeah, okay.
You know what? There's that many different things to track now. It's like, whew.
Yeah.
I definitely need to start setting some timers, 100%, because I'm losing value. So
I'm very fortunate that my watch lets me set like multiple different alarms, so I'll have
nice.
Like counter or countdowns and timers and alarms for certain times of day. So yeah, you'll see, and this may cause a price spike immediately just by mentioning it, but the Cantina has rotated. The level 6 Cantina currently has Hungry Martians available. So if you look at this, we can turn 180 food and 1 rover wire into 35 to 65 Dusk. So let's just do a quick math on stream. We have 180 food and 1 rover wire. And if we look at the price of food and we do some quick maths over on a calculator on the other thing, 180 at the current price of food costs us 38 Dusk. So plus like a rover wire, I think, is like nothing. Yeah, it's also under 1 Dusk. So basically you're spending 39 Dusk per task ish. So your 39 Dusk on this task is generally it's like almost on the very bottom end of this range, right? So on average you're profiting probably like 10-15 Dusk per task. So if you get a whole pile of cantinas, if you're profiting 10 tasks in each of your cantinas, and you're running this every 6 hours. Hungry Martians, by the way, is like my favorite cantina rotation. It's like dump you'll see up there in the top, I've got such a stockpile of food for exactly this point in time. You rotate through these, and you earn probably 100 Dusk, 10 profit per task per cantina. So like 400 Dusk every 6 hours while this mission is on rotation. Cantinas!
Cantinas, everybody. Yeah, I need to get to level 6. That's my next goal now.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw... Did you have a level 5 cantina?
I have level 5 now, yes.
Yeah, nice. I mean, that's still pretty solid for, I think, 2 out of 3 of the rotations. Like one of
so the main 2 for me at least was Bamboozled, and which is like where you just sink all your bamboo into.
Yeah.
And Transport Ice. Transport Ice being much better, but
yeah.
That is heavily controlled by the price of bamboo though. So.
But do you mine a bunch of your own ice from rigs?
Yeah, well, at the same time, and it's perfect. Like my rig is also level 5, so I've got level 5 legendary, and it runs 6 tasks at a time.
Yeah.
And it only takes 5 hours, so Ice Mining 3 will use about 240 power each time.
Yeah.
But every 5 hours, I'm pulling in like, on average, anything between like 2,500 to 3,000 ice, roughly. So,
right.
Which is more than enough for the Cantina tasks. So they like just work hand in hand, right? So, yeah, the Cantina task is also a 5-hour timer, and it just ties in so perfectly. So, but yeah, so
nice.
Yeah,
that's you're miles ahead of me on on rig quality.
Where are you up to? Rigs?
Like mine are all like level 4 commons all over the place.
Yeah, Well,
I've got
it's probably not far off though, right? Like, do you know how much? Like, if you were to say like how much that is in ice every? I don't know
well,
how long it'll take you, but
it's gonna be one less task than what you're running, but
yeah.
like in the future, if they start limiting, if rigs get any limits based on rarity, like I'm gonna be so hooped. I have one rig that isn't a common.
Yeah, not ideal.
Yep. So that'll be interesting to watch for and see how it goes.
Yeah. Well, maybe one day you can rep a building from me, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll do a deal. We'll do a deal.
Yeah. You got a little settlement up here. Hey, Word,
Oh.
welcome on in. New first time chatter.
Hey there.
Is anybody maybe Z-Salt would be a good one to talk to. Is there anyone in chat who like has not played before? You're like brand new to Million on Mars, like you don't have any assets, you haven't gotten into the game yet, and you're like looking to get set up and you want some assistance. Yeah, so maybe we can connect with you on Discord, Z-Salt. Maybe reach out to Nay or I. Just shoot us a DM on Discord and we can get you sorted, get you helped out. Yeah. Does anyone have any questions about any of the buildings that we have? Anything you want to know before we... Hey! Persephone, welcome on in. Yeah, happy to have you. You're also welcome to message us on Twitch here as well. You can just shoot the Million on Mars channel a DM, and either of us will be able to help you out here. But yeah, we'll take sort of your final questions and building interests, whatever you've got out there. We'll answer them now, and then we'll probably call it here. We're streaming a little over an hour. We try to keep these not dragging on too long. And yeah.
So throw us a whisper or a message on Discord, and we'll give you a hand. Don't worry.
Yeah, wherever you're able to connect is fine. If you can just message like on Twitch itself, like you're chatting here, just click on the Million on Mars name. If you just go up a little bit there, and you can send a whisper that way. No, we'll get you sorted out. Don't you worry.
You will be able to play, I'm sure.
Oh, I just realized I have like a bunch of empty solar panels. That's awkward.
Yeah, I get those charged.
Whoops.
So, Doc Downrage says, I advanced scavenged on your lands, Cheese. Thank you for the 2 copper lockboxes. Week 1 of playing. That really helped me. Bro, I haven't even had one yet. Wow.
That's amazing.
That's probably the best thing I've ever seen.
I'm gonna take a quick screen capture, and when I need to advertise my lands in the future, I'll 100% be using this. Yeah.
Damn.
Confirmed best scavenging on Cheese's land. There you go. Pirate Radio getting a rework, Vibes to the Moon. So I would say it's probably less likely that you'll see the Pirate Radio changed, and it's more likely you'll see like more vibes injected into the economy, whether that's from scavenging or a drop or something, right? Yeah. They're juicy lands. That's too funny. All right. I think we're gonna call it here. We'll try and get in touch with you, Z-Salt. And for anyone else, if you're just tuning in, you're just catching the end of today's stream, you're welcome to check it out over on the YouTube. Definitely, if you're not already, come join us over on Discord. I'm sure we can drop a link before we call it here. And yeah, if you're brand new, you can also check out the tutorials over on the YouTube channel. It's all good stuff. All right. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in today. Have a good one, and we'll catch you on the next live stream.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.